sorry I'm late, but you know what? Ijoma is a big fool.
Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're new here, you're welcome. My name is Oroluwa, for those of you joining me for the first time, and to all my subscribers, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for your support thus far. Today I'll be talking about the second season of this thing called marriage. I actually abbreviated it as TTCM. Oh wow, Ijoma is a big fool. The last two scenes of episode 14 of season 2, I just kept calling Ijoma. But anyways, I don't want to start with Ijoma's story. I have a couple of questions I would like to ask you guys. So I'd like to ask, especially to my engaged people or those that are courting, what things do you discuss during courtship? Do you ask each other about the number of kids you want to have? Do you talk about when you want to start having them? Do you talk about what should come first, family or career? Do you talk about the changes that will happen once marriage begins? Once we get married, we grow. And as we grow, a lot of things change, including our priorities. Do you talk about these things, or you just go on dates, watch movies, eat popcorn, and do the lovey-dovey thing? These are really, really strong questions that I believe people that do not ask these questions should start asking, especially people that are planning to get married or in a relationship or you're dating someone. It's not always about movies or going out, going for shopping. I'm not saying those things are bad, but I'm telling you that there are more tangible things to be discussed in a courtship. You can ask me, right? At least I'm married. Another question, important question that I have is this: how do you plan to resolve your differences? Because the point is, two different people are coming, into this marriage, into this journey, and there will always be differences. There will always be differences. So do you ask each other if you would allow a third party, maybe your pastor or your friend or your parents, to come whenever there is an issue? Anyways, let's go to the characters of season 2. Did you notice that they were all new faces in season 2? How did you feel when you first noticed it? The people I know are not here. Maybe I was just getting familiar with those faces in season 1, and I was looking forward to see them in season 2 as well, but it didn't happen that way. But I was still glad with the content of season 2. Yes, I felt like, okay, now let me ask you a question. So which one, if we want to weigh both seasons, which one was more weighty? Which one focused on more weighty issues, when it comes to marriage? Really, for me, I felt it was more of the second one. Let me explain. Because right now, in the century we are in, and everything out there, a lot of things have changed, and a lot of women want to focus on their career and become, important people in life. But anyways, like I said, let's talk about the characters of season 2. Before I do you know your husband's Dora? You know Dora, not Dora the Explorer now, but there is a Dora. There is a Dora I'm talking about. For those of you that are seeing season 2 of this thing called marriage, there is a Dora. Do you know your husband's Dora? Does your husband have a Dora? Women, we need to start praying. Women, we need to start praying. Okay, let's talk about the characters now. The two major couples of season 2 were Chidi and Rita, then Frank and Ijoma. Then there was also Janet that had a husband, even though for a long time we didn't get to see the face of the husband. But at least I was happy to see him in episode 12 and 13. The season actually dwelt more on Rita and Chidi, then Frank and
Ijoma.
Now, who should we talk about first? And that brings another question to my mind. I'm so sorry that I'll be asking a lot of questions, but you guys, I want you to use the comment section below. Please, Bikono. Let me know what your answers are to these questions, because the next question I would like to ask is, whose fault when babies are not coming forth? Is it the fault of the man or the fault of the woman? This is one thing we need to understand, that no one knows when God is ready to do things. I was so happy. Should I even say she was actually my best character? No, maybe not my best character, but I just liked her attitude and her character. I'm talking about Chidi's mom. She was a strong woman who stood by her words. I like the fact that she did not follow Chidi, at least the first time, she didn't follow Chidi to go beg her in-laws, right? Because she's a woman, and I was just happy that she put herself, you know, in Rita's shoes as a woman. And besides that, how I wish every in-law, not only mother-in-laws now, but how I wish every in-law would have this kind of mindset, you know, when issues come up in marriages. I really liked her action, you know, concerning that aspect. I think Chidi brought the dilemma, you know, he spoiled a lot of things with his own hands. Why did I say that? I'm not saying that once you have an ex, you should not be on talking terms. But I think there is a place of limit. I think that was one thing Chidi did not do. Chidi did not set that limit. Maybe because all he had in his head was, I want children. And that was an error. You know, that was an error that he did not make Rita realize on time, even before they got married, that he was going to be after babies. Yes, I know that everyone who gets married wants to have children. You should know that it's not only about you. You're coming together with somebody else to have babies. So I think you should, like, you know, communicate with the other person so that you can be on the same terms. What if she's not ready for babies in the first 2 or 3 years of marriage? But hey, Chidi was just like, I want to have all my kids before I'm 40. And did you notice something? I actually heard something. In episode 3 or episode 4. Yes, did you hear it? I'm a man. I'm 100% sterile. When I heard that, I was like, 100% sterile? I know that was a sleep, because looking at season 1 and most part of season 2, you realize that the producer or the writer did a lot of research, which was good. But I think that was a sleep that nobody caught. I'm sorry I caught it. Did I say that God bless John? Yes, God bless John. And so everyone out there, I think we need a friend like John. Or what do you guys think? I think we need a friend like John in our lives. Because if not for John, I'm sorry, Chidi was a Mugu already, and he would have become raised to power 100. But thanks to John, you know, who gave him that idea of, you leave a man, someone you've not seen before, with your wife, and they tell you they're siblings and they're at loggerheads. Okay, so let's talk about Ijoma and Frank. For Ijoma, up until episode 10, 11, you know, I pitied her. Is she a fool? Is it fame she loves? Or she's just after money? She lets her guards down so easily. She's just a fool. Like, no discussion. End of discussion. Ijoma is just a big fool. Anyway, let's talk about Frank. What do you guys think about Frank? I felt like, okay, Uzueshi did an awesome job with his role as Frank. One thing I liked about this season 2 is the level of life, you know, that most of the characters put in. I really appreciated that. I liked Rita's role. She did awesome. Like, I enjoyed our conversation. I would say that a lot of things, you know, it's good to watch these things and just enjoy them. But at the same time, a lot of things should resound in our ears and make use of them. Thank God for the kind of friends Ijoma had. I'm talking about Fumi and the other lady now. Because if not for them, you know, she probably wouldn't have gotten Frank back. But come to think of it, your husband forgave you, and it was just a chance for them to start all over. Why would she spoil it? Why? I don't know if there's a season. The reason behind her actions, because for the second one, come to think of it, initially when she excused herself to the bathroom, I'm talking about the last episode now, episode 14 of season 2, when she excused herself to the bathroom and then I had a knock on the door, in my head I was like, maybe she planned it with her husband. That was my thought, sincerely. That was my thought. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this thing called marriage. If you've not seen my first 2 reviews for season 1, or you've not seen season 1 at all, you might want to see it so you can know, or just start with season 2, because it's actually different stories and different characters. So if you don't want to see season 1, go ahead and watch season 2. And please, as many questions that I asked earlier, and you feel like you want to answer me, please use the comment section down below. And like I always remind you guys, the Kalikoff here has other interesting links that you can watch and enjoy. And after watching, remember to comment as well. If you're not subscribed, this is a good time to do so. Should I wait? Should I count 1 to 3? Okay, please subscribe if you haven't done so. There's a bell button right next to the subscribe button as well. Click on it so you get to know every time I have a new video on my channel. And for those of you that do not know, it's not only web series that I talk about. I talk about short films and Nollywood Yoruba movies, Nollywood English movies. I know it's been a while I did that, but you can check my channel videos. There are a lot of movies that you get to watch the review, you know, and then decide if you still want to see the movie or not. That's why I'm here. Thank you guys so much for staying tuned to this channel. Thank you so much for always extending your love and watching my videos and sharing them and liking them and putting your comments in the comment section. I love you guys. Till next time, stay blessed and remember, God loves you. Like my hair? Bye.